Welcome to this edition of The District. I am Joan Garner, your Fulton County Commissioner for District 6. On today's show, we will be joined by Wanda Rainey-Reed, Vice President of Operations for Caring Works, Inc., and Sam Carnegie, a former Caring Works client and Hope House resident, to discuss how Caring Works helps those who are homeless stabilize their lives and move toward greater self-sufficiency. We have a great show planned today. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the District. We have a great show planned for you today. I am Joan Garner, your Fulton County Commissioner for District 6. Joining us today is Wanda Rainey-Reed, Vice President of Operations for Caring Works, Inc., and Sam Carnegie, a former Caring Works client and Hope House resident. Wanda and Sam, welcome to the District.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here today. So, Wanda, let's start this conversation with you. Please explain to our viewing audience, what is Caring Works and who do you serve?
Caring Works was first of all founded in 2002, and we are the leading supportive housing provider in the metropolitan Atlanta area. Last year we served over 500 clients within the area. We have a transitional housing program where we provide housing and support for those that are living and suffering with addiction issues, in addition to permanent housing support in scattered site areas throughout metropolitan Atlanta.
So would you tell us, what is supportive housing?
Supportive housing is exactly what it says it is. It is housing with support. We have learned, and research has shown us, that providing shelters is just a Band-Aid to the problem. By providing housing with supports, we can provide a wraparound effect to address the complex issues that our clients present with. By providing housing first, we can address those challenges such as mental health challenges that they have, substance abuse, HIV and AIDS, and some also present with physical challenges as well.
And so why is supportive housing effective? Why do you find it to be effective?
Supportive housing is effective because we are not just addressing the shelter, but the services that they need to be self-sufficient. When we look at the research, we understand that those that are sheltered without the services oftentimes remain in that environment or they return. So it becomes very, very cyclic. And when we look at the data and what we've learned, that with supportive housing, we can reduce the child welfare cases, we can reduce the emergency room visits, and decrease the jail recidivism rate that we've seen on the increase in the last few years.
So that leads me to my next question. Could you tell us a little more about the programs that Caring Works have to offer?
Yes, we have various programs. We primarily serve single men, we serve single women, and we also have a program that provides services for women with minor children. A transitional housing program called Hope House, located right downtown in Atlanta, provides addiction recovery and supports in addition to treatment for those that have presented with homelessness, in addition to substance abuse, physical disabilities, and or mental health challenges. Just recently, we started a program to work with those that are hard of hearing and are deaf that are presenting with addiction challenges as well. We've learned that there's a great disparity as it relates to the services for that population. And in addition to that, we also have an offender reentry program at Hope House. So it begins to evolve, but what we're learning is that the problem is massive. But through the services of transitional housing, in addition to the permanent supportive housing, we create a continuity of services so that they can scale down and hopefully move on to permanent housing, which we also provide through scattered sites. We have our Shelter Plus Care and Rise program, which is located in Atlanta, Fulton County, and DeKalb counties, where we provide services for individuals that are able to live on their own with the supports necessary. We have a single women's program called the Shamrock Program that provides services for women that have experienced chronic homelessness in addition to physical disabilities and substance abuse challenges. And then there's our MOVE program entitled Moving On to Victory and Empowerment. That program houses 18 women or families and addressing the same challenges as it relates to their mental health, their substance abuse, their physical disabilities by providing a roof for them first and then connecting them to services afterwards.
Great, that's a lot. So could you tell us some of Caring Works' outcomes?
Our outcomes are impressive. We're very proud. As we reviewed our 2012 outcomes, we've learned that 92% of all our clients that we've housed in various programs remain housed for over 6 months. And those that have moved on, we've learned that 73% moved on to a better housing situation, which means they have moved back with family and friends, they've reunited with their spouses, they've moved on to independence without supports, or they have gained the level of self-sufficiency that they desire. So we're very, very proud of our outcomes, but we're not content with those outcomes. We feel that we can do more.
Great. So we have one of your former clients with us today.
Yes.
However, before we talk to Sam Carnegie, would you tell us just briefly what would clients say about Caring Works? Clients that you know.
I'm hoping that they would say that caring does work. We provide housing, help, and hope. And it is our mission and our hope that people receive the support and caring they need to regain their level of self-sufficiency and move on to better situations within their lives. We sort of wrap around and we undergird their desires to be productive members of society. And Sam is a living witness here and one of my clients when I was program director at Hope House. And I think he has something that he would like to say as well.
Great. Thank you, Wanda, very much. Sam, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Good. So tell us a little bit about your life and background before you got to Hope House.
Thank you for asking that. I attended Bethune-Cookman College. I was in that great marching band, you know, and I got transferred here by a company called Rockwell International. I used to build bombs, and consequently, I became a bomb. And I took myself to a low point where they used to call me old Sam from under the bridge. He ain't gonna ever be nothing. I mean, that used to hurt so bad. And like I was telling Wanda earlier, you know, that was part of the motivating force for making me seek some long-term recovery, because I just couldn't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? It was either live or die at that point for me, you know. And I finally found my way to Hope House. You know, by some means, you know, I had help, of course, but man, when I got there, it was like a whole new world for me, because I had never seen recovery. I mean, I really thought wasn't nothing wrong with me just having a bad day. But man, when I got in there, it was a whole new life for me. They introduced me to a whole new way of living. You know, you forget, when you're out there on the street that long for years, you forget life skills, you know, and because besides the addiction, it's the accompanying insanity that comes with it. You know, I mean, you forget, you don't know nothing about money management, time management. Oh, man, you don't even know about washing clothes, you know, simple stuff. How to sit down with people and have a good conversation and have dinner, nothing like that. When I got all of that at Hope House and more. You know what I mean? And they just have classes and stuff, and they bring the necessary people in there that you need, just like wellness. You know, teach you about health, how to maintain, you know, a healthy environment and stuff. And it was just so funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know I had left regular life that far behind. You know, I didn't know how insane I was. So they was really dealing with the insanity real good. You know, and Wanda and Carolyn, back then, it was like early for Hope House, and they was real hands-on. They used to come by and check on us. You know, they used to come by the room and stuff to see if we had it straight and stuff. And, you know, we was real impressed by that. And, you know, I just like to say I'm one of the founding members of the Hope House Alumni Association because we really appreciated what they did for us. And we wanted to go back and give to the guys that there what we got.
Great. Thank you, Sam. We'll come back to more of your story.
All right, thank you.
When we will take a short break, and when we return, we will continue our conversation with Sam Carnegie, a former Caring Works client and Hope House resident. We will also hear more about Caring Works, Inc. from Wanda Rainey-Reed, Vice President of Operations for Caring Works. You're watching The District. Stay tuned. There's more to come. Welcome back to the District, everyone. I am Joan Garner, your Fulton County Commissioner for District 6. If you just tuned into the show, we are having a discussion with Wanda Rainey-Reed, Vice President of Operations for Caring Works, Inc., and Sam Carnegie, a former Caring Works client and Hope House resident, about how Caring Works helps those who are homeless stabilize their lives and move toward greater self-sufficiency. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Sam,
Yes.
before the break, you were telling us about your background and life before Hope House and a little bit about when you got to Hope House. Could you talk more about your experience through Hope House and how it helped you?
Oh yes, at Hope House, when you get there, they introduce you to Narcotics Anonymous, and that's it. Through Narcotics Anonymous, you start building that hope, because that's what they offer, hope, and then it's a lot of freedom involved with that. You know, not only freedom from active addiction, freedom from the insanity that came with it. You know, and you learn how to do stuff. And at Hope House, they always required you to do stuff in a timely manner. Just even like when you're going out for job search and stuff, you know, you want to, 7 means 7, not 701. You know what I'm saying? You want to produce, you want to present yourself in a fashion that represents you, and not only Hope House, but what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You want to be on time. You want to present yourself well, and stuff. And you want to go to your meetings on time, and you want to be the person that you think that you want to be in life. And Hope House was really good with that. And they was very helpful. But not only that, they taught you to be of service to others. Whatever you get, whatever you retain from them, go out and give back to the community. And that's one thing I like, and I live my life like that today.
Great. So talk about your life since you graduated from Hope House.
Oh, man, roll to the good part. I remember Wanda, she was the director in it, and she was so nice because, you know, my wife at the time was in treatment and stuff, and I was able to get an apartment and stuff and everything. I had left Hope House, and one of them told me, said, bring your wife by and stuff, and they was able to assist her finding a job. And when they gave us good advice by taking baby steps and stuff, I still remember I had $86,000, and my record was so bad that I couldn't even rent an apartment. You know what I'm saying? And but they just said, hey, keep coming back. The more you put into it, the better it'll get. You know, now, 2 houses later.
All right.
You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
Congratulations.
That's, you know, 2 houses
Congratulations,
later.
yes.
You know, they told me I couldn't drive tractor trailer. They told me keep coming back. Put what you learned into it. If you need help, go get help. You know, I went to driving school, went and got the help, get the records expunged. You know what I'm saying? I own my own tractor trailer. I'm my own operator now.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
so,
wonderful.
You know, and right now I'm just living life on lifetimes. I dedicated my life to the Narcotics Anonymous way of life, and it's just by giving back what was so freely given to you. You know what I'm saying? And I just seek to be helpful in any way I can with people that's still out there in addiction. I want to give them the message that they gave to me.
Great. So, since you've had such a positive experience with Caring Works and the Hope House, I know you must have gracious and warm feelings about them.
Oh, yeah.
Could you tell us in your own words, what does Caring Works mean to you?
Caring Works, to me, means freedom. You know, they gave me a new way of life. They set a standard. You know what I'm saying? That was very reachable. You understand? And I was talking to Wanda about this, and it's like how free you want to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the sky's the limit now. You know, they gave me a new way of life, a new standard to live by, and I think I can go anywhere and represent me and my family very well, simply because of Caring Works.
Great.
And I got all my family back, got my grandchildren back. It's lovely.
Good. Do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share with our audience?
I tell you, man, success begins when your dreams outweigh your excuses. So if you're dreaming of a good life and you know you need some help, hey, come to Caring Works.
Wow. That's
You know what I'm saying?
great.
Because
That's
Caring
great.
does work.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you being here. Wanda, wow. After hearing Sam's experience, that was pretty powerful. So please share with us, why is the work of Caring Works so important to you?
The work of Caring Works is so important to me, to look at lives and people like Sam.
Yes, yes, yes.
To know and understand that housing is a right and not a privilege. When I begin to look at Sam, I see so much of Sam in my story. So the work at Caring Works is not just work, it is a life mission. When we begin to talk about working with individuals who have experienced homelessness, that's me.
Yes, yes.
And as Sam stated, what has been given to him, he wants to give back. And that's why it's so important to me, because I have the opportunity to give back.
Yes.
When we begin to talk about individuals that are homeless, most times and oftentimes they become homeless because of situations that are most times beyond their control. They don't have the tools necessary. They need the support. They don't need a handout, but they need a hand up. And the work is so important because I'm able to see lives evolved and lives change and transformed. So I feel that what we do is very, very concrete, and the results are there. We're able to impact the community. We are stakeholders in the community, but we also provide services in the community. When we look at the community as a whole and what the community has desired to do to address homelessness, we hope Caring Works comes to mind, because we're in the work, we're committed to the work, we're dedicated to the work. And I remember when I was first hired by Dr. Carol Collard. Well, she was Carol Collard at that time, but she's Dr. Carol Collard. And I shared with her my personal story, but not just my personal story, but the desire to become academically skilled in working with individuals. So not just the personal experience, but the academic experience as well. And it's just wonderful to come to work, to love to come to work, to address an issue that is not just indicative of this community, but it's wide-reaching. And when I see, and I leave work every day, and I see that we are working in the fight to eradicate or eliminate homelessness, that brings, I guess, peace to my soul.
Thank you, and I understand that you do have your master's, MSW.
Yes,
is
I
that
do.
correct?
That is correct.
Congratulations. Congratulations. So, why is this important to Fulton County and the metro area?
Well, I feel that addressing homelessness and the work that we do in the community is important to Fulton County and the metro Atlanta area, is because we desire to make change. We desire to eradicate homelessness. And the Regional Commission on Homelessness conducts an annual census once a year, Fulton County, collaborating with DeKalb and the City of Atlanta, to go out to really see the magnitude of the problem within the community. In January of 2013, the homeless census counted 6,664 individuals. That is a staggering number, but we know and understand, if we understand homelessness, like Sam, who understands homelessness and has lived the walk of homelessness, understands that the problem is much bigger than that. There are individuals that we deem individual or invisible homelessness that we don't see, that we were not able to count. But when we begin to look at that, we band together to be community minded, to address the issues that we face in the community. And by providing permanent supportive housing for individuals that present with homelessness, we can address homelessness and provide services for individuals in a cost-effective way. It is cost-effective to provide services for an individual in their own homes, which we deem housing first, housing with the supports, which comes ancillary, which is a reverse in the model. Traditionally, we said you have to be clean, you have to present with this, you have to present with that before you can have access to housing. Now the pendulum has swung and now it's in the reverse. We provide housing, then we provide the services. And when we begin to look at the issues that the community, Fulton County and the other surrounding areas that we face, we know that it places hardship on the municipal infrastructure. The cost for individuals to access in and out of jails, in and out of the emergency rooms, we know that that may cost hundreds of dollars a night, whereas placing an individual in supportive housing is about $30 a night. When we begin to do the math, we see that it is cost effective and we're making an impact because we see what we're doing in the emergency rooms, in the jails. But are we really addressing the situation or are we placing a Band-Aid on the situation? So it's important to Fulton County and the metropolitan Atlanta area because we can address the issue, allow individuals to live in safe, affordable housing, and in addition to that, providing services that they need to move on to self-sufficiency.
Well, that sounds like actually the answer to my next question, which is why is Caring Works so unique?
Caring Works is unique because, first of all, because of the mission, where we desire for individuals to address their challenges and become self-sufficient. We desire to empower and equip and not enable. We feel that we are unique because of great leadership, because of our foundation, because of the staff, because of the clients that we encounter, because we do value our clients. We feel that we are unique because our clients is a value, and they're our number one value. We feel that individuals deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, compassion, and also care.
Thank you. So, as we wrap this session up, would you please share with our audience how they might contact Caring Works and get more information?
You may contact Caring Works by calling, and our phone number is 404-371-1230, or via web, www.caringworksinc.org.
Great. Wanda, Sam, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing with our viewing audience the work of Caring Works. I really appreciate both of you and the work that Caring Works does.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. When we return, I will share my closing thoughts. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the District. I am Joan Garner, your Fulton County Commissioner for District 6. Today we were joined by Wanda Rainey-Reed, Vice President of Operations for Caring Works, Inc., and Sam Carnegie, a former Caring Works client and Hope House resident, to discuss how Caring Works helps those who are homeless stabilize their lives and move toward greater self-sufficiency. With homelessness on the rise, Caring Works is one of many organizations who are answering the call to help those who need it most. Caring Works' mission is to increase the quality of life of low-income individuals and families by helping them to improve their ability to be personally and economically self-sufficient. Most of the people Caring Works serves struggle with disability, addiction, and/or mental illness, and in most cases, others have given up on them. By providing a place to live and support to change their lives, Caring Works helps its clients make crucial steps toward independence. Organizations like Caring Works are not simply putting roofs over people's heads, they are also facilitating independence and fostering self-sufficiency that result in the long-term success of those in need. By tackling the root cause of homelessness and equipping our citizens with additional skills, we can all benefit. I want to thank my guests for the helpful information they provided us today. And thank you for joining us on The District. That's our show for today. Feel free to contact my District 6 office anytime by calling us at 404-612-8226. You can email us at district6@fultoncountyga.gov, tweet with us at ComJoanGarner, and of course, friend us on Facebook. Until we meet again, I'm your District 6 Fulton County Commissioner, Joan Garner. Thank you for watching The District.